This is Spotlight Television, and I am Christian Lestat, sir. For the people at home, who are we here with today?
My name is Gina Ray Michaels.
And we are at the set of Fist of the Vampire, am I correct?
Yes.
Now, how did you get involved in this production?
Actually, I own and produce bondage videos and own the bondage website, bondagedesigns.com. And a friend of mine hooked me up with Len, and we got to talking, and he gave me a part.
So anyway, tell us about the special effects.
The special effects were awesome. I can't remember like all the technical names, but I know that the guy put like a latex patch on my neck, and he kind of like covered it in blood, and it was just really cool because when Darian went to bite me, she just like ripped it and just like blood spattered everywhere. It was awesome.
How long did that take?
I think it took about 30 minutes to apply.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta sit there that whole 30 minutes?
Yeah. He like put the latex on and took a hair dryer and let it dry and everything. Then he had to like match the flesh tone to my skin and then apply the blood and stuff. And then it had to be in place where the scene was going to happen, and he had to put more blood on.
Are they using any of the green screen technology with you?
I don't know if they're doing it with my scene or not.
Oh, really? Do you know anything about the green screen technology?
I heard the term on the set, but I don't really know anything about it.
Have you met the Blue Meanie?
Yes, actually, I did. Yeah.
How's working with him?
Working with him is great. He was in the first scene that I was in, and working with everybody has been great. Darian's great to work with. Everybody's
So who's in your scene, right?
In the scene, we're in the living room, and it's me and Skippy, which I don't remember. Is his name Justin? I'm not really sure. Austin? Okay. And Len and the Blue Meanie and Darian. And you, of course.
Yeah.
You, of course.
It was a bloodbath, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
People getting their throats ripped off. Here, why don't you walk out so that the people could see, like, all of you. Like, walk out in the rain. That's cool. Why don't you walk towards the camera? Perfect. Have you been in other movies?
Yeah, I've been actually in, oh gosh, probably almost 300 fetish movies. This is the first time I've done something that was horror.
How many did you do in this year, fetish-wise?
Oh my goodness. I would say 50 plus.
Really? What was your best fetish video of them all that you did?
Oh, wow. I don't know. There's been so many. I mean, I think that would be something that you'd have to ask one of my fans.
How'd you get involved in that?
I started modeling about 7 years ago, and I've always been interested in fetish projects, and I realized that there was a lot of people on the internet doing that sort of thing, and so I just started talking to folks and got hooked up with a photographer, and then just booked a whole bunch of different projects from that. So
basically, were you like a nude model?
Actually, I don't do much nudity at all. Mm-hmm. It's mostly it's mostly clothed. I do domination. A lot of times I'm kidnapped, but I hardly ever do nudity.
So basically, you just beat people in the videos?
I tie them up. Maybe spank them.
Do you have to do any submission moves or?
I do. In a lot of the videos, I'm the submissive. It's about 50-50 now. I started out as the submissive one, and through the years, I learned how to be very good with the ropes and very creative.
Now, do you do guys and girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do guys and girls.
Now, what do you do in Fist of the Vampire?
In Fist of the Vampire, I'm actually in a scene where I am the girlfriend of Skippy, who is this drug dealer, and I meet Darian Kane, who's a vampire. I kind of am smitten with her. Actually, I want to have sex with her. So I end up taking her upstairs, and there's a little real sexy make-out scene, and she kills me.
Now, for the people in the business that may want to hire you, how do they get a hold of you?
The best place to get a hold of me is either by email, and my email address is ginaray@atlanticbb.net, or I can be contacted on MySpace. It's www.myspace.com/GinaRay.
Now, what are your other projects coming up?
Actually, I have a bunch of mini projects that I'm shooting this week. I'll be doing like 5 to 6 mini video projects. I'm going to be going to FetishCon in Tampa and spending about a week there in August. I'm also producing a lot of different videos.
Now, what city are you from?
I'm about 50 miles from Erie, so I'm real close.
That's cool. And you basically travel around anywhere? Like, how far do you travel?
I travel anywhere that travel's paid. So I've been out to LA working. I go to New York City a lot, just wherever the jobs are.
All right, well, hey, thank you very much. This has been Spotlight TV, and I'm Christian Lestat signing off. Do you have any advice you want to give to people before I sign us off on how to, get gigs like you have, or?
Actually, just build a good portfolio and do a little bit of networking. And
like, you don't have to be keep your social skills up there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, networking is very important in every form of entertainment.
Yes, it is.
All right, well, hey, this is Christian Lestat signing off. Spotlight Television. Hey, I'm Christian Lestat, For the people at home, who are we here with today?
We're with Ricky Lee Leonard, special effects and makeup artist.
Now, we're working on Fist of the Vampire, is that correct?
That is correct.
Now, what are you doing for this?
For this, well, we're doing vampire fangs. We're doing somebody's getting their face ripped off. We're doing all kinds of stuff. Bleeding appliances. Girl gets shot with an Uzi. Torn throats. Windpipes getting pulled out. All kinds of stuff.
Now, what we got here on this table here?
What we got here is this is a sculpt for some bullet hits that come through. And right now I'm just pretty much making liquid latex chunks of flesh, which you'll see later on. And this is going to be an air bladder that blood pumps through underneath an appliance and makes it bleed.
Now, what's this used for right here?
This is what I use to pump my blood for the most part. Pump it up, hook it up to tubes, and it squirts great.
Now, how much fake blood is used for this movie?
For this movie, we will probably use about 5 gallons.
How liquid latex?
1 gallon liquid latex. One bucket.
Now, what other movies have you worked on?
I did a movie called Murder Set Pieces, which you can get anywhere. Lionsgate released it. The Red Skulls, Survival, which will be coming out pretty soon. A few others, sci-fi project called Uchigen from Outer Space, and a movie coming out next year, a murder mystery thriller called The Death Brand.
So who are the most famous people you've worked with?
I've worked with Gunnar Hansen, who played the original Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've worked with Tony Todd, who was the Candyman. Serena Vincent, who was in Cabin Fever. I worked with, let me see, Dwayne Whitaker from Pulp Fiction and Eddie Presley. Joe Estevez from many independent films. And I think that's about it.
So how long have you been doing this for?
I've been working in the field for about 3 or 4 years, and I went to school for 2 years to learn how to do it.
What school?
The Tom Savini School of Special Effects and Makeup.
Now, what's the best way when you get out of school to, get involved in projects?
The best way is to just go out there with your portfolio, show as many people as you can. Just try to get work. It's all about who you know, and if people like you and your work speaks for you and speaks good for you, they'll want you to work on their movie.
Now, do you have a MySpace?
Yes. You can find me at myspace.com/RickyLeeFX. RICKYLEEFX.
Is there any other information you'd like to give to people out there that might be interested in hiring you?
Yeah, just get a hold of me. I always take everything I read, every script I get. Just get a hold of me and we'll talk about it.
Alright, well, this has been Christian Lestat signing out for Spotlight Television.